Hey guys, hope you guys had a wonderful holiday. Today we are going to be going over some war replays, so let's get to it. Before we start this attack, I would like to say I'm sorry, Amy. I'm going to be displaying your failure for all the clan to see, for all the world to see. It must be done, must be taught. A very important key lesson here is don't attack corners. If you haven't seen this replay, we'll just double speed it here and we'll see what happens. Amy's attempting to attack a corner, and not a lot of people know this, but I usually tend not to do this because when you attack a corner, your units will tend to stray left or right. And since this unit has additional Teslas and buildings on each side, make sure that the other units, besides the golem here, to go to left and right and not for the middle. Now she was extremely close. If she had maybe a couple pocket archers, she could have probably gotten 50%. That's probably another thing that you should always do, is always keep 4 or 5 archers at the end before you finish your attack. But that's alright, we're here to learn. Seeing this attack for the first time, let's be critical of what he's using and let's get this attack rolling. So as we see here, he's chose a mix of ground and air units. Now his attack is majority ground units, however, looking at the minions, that is a very bad idea, because as a rule of thumb, you never want to mix air and ground units. Now it would have been okay if you chosen like 2 or 3 minions, however choosing 10 minions is just a lot more barrack space or army camp space that he could have used for another unit such as a healer. Now looking at his spell composition, you can see that he's probably going to be going for the wizard tower or those double mortars in the middle. That rage spell is always icing on the cake. However, if you're going to be using 11 giants, usually you want to be using either a healer or you would be wanting using heal spell. Now since he hasn't brought a healer, he doesn't have to, he can bring it anywhere he wants to on the map. So he can bring his giants from the left, top, right, whatever he wants. But if you brought a healer, it would have been much more effective, and he would have been forced to bring it on the right because the air defenses are more concentrated on the left. Now let's see what he has to do. Okay, so as we start off the attack, he's gonna be doing those double mortars. What I really like, he knew exactly, I hope he knew exactly how much damage was needed to take out those double mortars, which that was a fantastic lightning. Two lightning, yeah, 2 lightning, 2 mortars. That was fantastic. But the mortars were concentrated more on the right side, so he could have probably went and attacked the right side, but that's fine. Now he was bunching up those wizards to the left, and because of that, that wizard tower is just going to be smashing them to bits, and now they're no more. Whenever you want to deploy your troops, you want to, especially the high level wizards, you want to kind of spread them out, so just in case of that splash defenses, reaches them, that you don't have any problem. Now another cool fact is that if you rage your wall breakers, it will actually increase the damage done to walls. So you can place your rage and then your wall breakers with most of your troops. You don't want to place your rage spells and have inky dinky amount of troops in that circle, not utilizing it to your full potential. And he's waiting until the goblins last second to pick off last structures. Now if you're using goblins, that's fine if you know what you're doing, but I prefer just have like 5 archers in your pocket just to pick off the extra buildings. Despite all the failures and stuff, I'm sure he's learned from it. I hope he watches this video and learns that you don't clump up your troops. Work on your composition a little bit, maybe even throw in a heal spell more than that rage spell, but that's fine. We learn from our mistakes. So we're going to be taking a look at Hemo's attack. I haven't even seen this attack before, but let's just kind of analyze the troop composition again. So looking at his troops, he chose a type of kind of a go wipe strategy, but in place of the golems, he's going to be doing the giants, and giants are always nice because they can help out lure out the clan castle. So let's begin. Okay, so first off, he decides to take out that elixir storage off to the east side. Now usually what you want to do next is clear out those external buildings, what he's doing, but he had not cleared out those external buildings before deploying the P.E.K.K.A., which is usually a bad idea, but in this case he got lucky. You never really want to do that. Always clear out those external buildings and clear out the clan castle. But luckily, there was not like 20 or 30 archers packed in that little building. Now, as you can see, that dragon is being distracted by the giants, and they have a high enough health to, you know, not really care. They don't give a fuck. That heal spell keeps them up a little bit longer. Drop the rage spell. All those wizards, all those P.E.K.K.A.s going towards the center of the base. Great placement for the giants, though. Really saved them. Speeding this up, you can see that after getting to the core, you know, his troops are just wreaking havoc against his base. You know, the wizards are such a fantastic troop if they got some type of a tank. Now, he possibly could have gotten 3 stars if his king went into the core instead of going around the outside, giving the wizards a few more, maybe even more, 30 more seconds to do more damage before ending the attack. But great 2-star victory. Now I want you guys to see an attack that I've done. Majority of this clan, we've seen a lot of go wipe strategies, a lot of different, you know, hog rider attacks, mass dragon attacks, but I want to kind of go into air attacks just for a bit. It's kind of like a graduation after go wipe once you get around to town hall level 9. Just want to give out shout out to Mason. He kind of got me into air attacks. So the primary goal of an air attack, essentially, with lava hounds at least, is protect your balloons with the lava hounds. And what you want to do is just deploy them side by side and then deploy the balloons right after. However, lava hounds will go directly for those air defense units, right? And the balloons are really slow. So what you want to do is you want to deploy the balloons first, and as the balloons get closer and closer, then deploy the lava hounds. Now, I made the mistake. I didn't test the area with a few balloons or minions, but that is fine because of all those air mines. But as you can see, more rage, more heal, getting all those defensive buildings that will normally hurt my king and queen out of the way. I had a dragon, which is a fantastic unit if you're doing an air attack in your clan castle. Now, luckily, the only reason why I won this attack was because of my barb king and my archer queen. Because if I didn't have those 2 units, I probably wouldn't. I only had like 1 star. And as we speed this up, you can see, yep, just my archer queen, barb king saved the day, 2 stars. And the reason why this base was really tough, and I probably should have done a go up strategy, I was just too excited that I got level 6 balloons, but their core, as you can see, was very strong. Very strong. 4 Teslas, 2 Expos. You got a level 9 Archer Tower with the new update. You got the Archer Queen, Barb King. I'm always going to tell you guys, always lure out the Clan Council's troops unless you know that your troop composition can deal with it, such as Mass Dragon, or if you're doing Mass Balloonion, or Balloonion with Lava Hounds. I think it's called Lava Loonion. Next time I'm going to be trying Quattro Lava Loonion. So thanks guys for watching. Raptor out.